Hi, welcome to Breakthrough Church Daily Devotions. We are following the book of Exodus for our daily devotions. We are now in Exodus chapter 20, verse 15, commandment number 8, you shall not steal. Now, stealing can take many forms, and one of the things we can steal from people is their time. We call this time theft. Now, in recent times, time theft has become a major problem in the workplace. Now, what is exactly time theft? Now, time theft at work occurs when an employee accepts pay from their employer for work that they have not actually done or for time they have not actually put into their work. Since the employee is paid by their companies during their shift, it is considered a theft of time when the employee does not do the work he or she is supposed to do. Though time theft can seem like a minor issue, Jesus Christ taught that His followers are to show integrity and character in the little things as well as the big things. Like for example, in Luke chapter 16 verse 10 says, whoever can be trusted with little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest with little will also be dishonest with much. Time theft is not always easy to detect and can come in many forms and in many levels of severity. Now, like for example, time card theft is one example of time theft. This can happen when an employee does not show up or is late for their shift at work, but he has a friend that's going to punch in and out for him on that day. The employer can also come to office always late and or finishing work earlier than expected. The employer can also be absent by faking sickness or calling for a fake family emergency. Another way that time theft occurs in the workplace is when employees take too much time on their given breaks or when employees take more breaks in a shift than they are allowed. This happens when they engage in too much socializing or talking with each other. They may also be doing excessive personal phone calls or even napping or sleeping on the job. Or they can spend time checking and sending emails that is non-work related or even playing computer games or browsing in social media during work time. The employee can also play hide and seek, hiding from the watchful eye of the manager or supervisor just to escape from or delay from the job that is being required. If the employee is required to drive out of the office, he can steal company time by driving slow or diverting to other destinations not included in the job at hand. Now we can also steal time from other people by just being late for our appointments. When you make others wait for you, you rob them of the precious minutes that they will never get it back. The time that they could have turned this into money or simply use this time for more important things for them. Being late is a form of stealing. Like the old saying goes, time is gold. And being punctual shows you value time yourself and thus would not think of depriving others of these precious but limited resources. A man who has taken your time recognizes no debt, yet it is the only debt he can never repay, as one saying goes. Now, Paul reminds us in Colossians chapter 3, verse 23 to 24. He said, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving. Also in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 28, let the thief no longer steal, but rather let him labor, doing honest work with his own hands, so that he may have something to share with anyone in need. James chapter 4 verse 17 also reminded us that, so whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is sin. Now let us do all our work with all the diligence and all the integrity as if we are doing it for the Lord. Luke 6 verse 10 says, whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much.